Hey everyone, grade 4. Our section today in OR is project scheduling PERT with uncertain activity time. For example, we have 7 activities: activity A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The first activity has no immediate predecessors and the same as B. C have only one predecessor, activity A. Activity D have two activities, A and B. Activity E have only one previous or one only predecessor activity. Activity F has C and E, and the last one, activity G, have only one predecessor. We have three cases for probability of time. We have the first case is optimistic case, and second most likely, and the third one is pessimistic. So we need to calculate the following. The first one, calculate the expected time or calculate expected times. Number 2, calculate variances. Number 3, calculate probability of completion of project at specified time. And last one, calculate the project completion time in case of or given probability. First thing, we need to calculate expected time for each activity as following. To calculate expected time for each activity, T should equal A plus 4 multiply M plus B divided by 6. So the calculated time for A equal 4 plus 4 multiplied by 6 plus 14 divided by 6 will equal 7. The expected time for B equal 4 plus 4 multiplied by 9 plus 14 divided by 6 equal 9. For expected time for C, 6 plus 4 multiplied by 13 plus 14 divided by 6 equal 12. Expected time for D equal 4 plus 4 multiplied by 8 plus 12 divided by 6 equal 8. And the same E and F and G. Therefore, expected time for A is 7, expected time for B 9, C 12, for 8, E 9, F 6, and last one G is 5. I completed the project network from scratch in the previous section. We drew or begin with a start. After that, calculate the slack for each activity. For example, slack for activity A equal 2. How 2 minus 0 equal 2, 9 minus 7 equal 2. For B, 0 minus 0 equals 0, or 9 minus 9 equals 0. Activity C, 14 minus 7 equals 7, 26 minus 19 equals 7. Slack for activity D, 9 minus 9 equals 0, 17 minus 17 equals 0. Activity E, 17 minus 17 equals 0, 26 minus 26 equals 0. For F, for G, 27 minus 26 equal 1, 32 minus 31 equal 1. For F, 26 minus 26 equals 0, 32 minus 32 equals 0. So here we have the project completion time equal 32, and we have four critical activities, or the critical path is B, D, E, F. So the activities was slack 0 is called critical activities and represent the critical path. So first thing, we calculate expected time for each activity. Now we calculate the variance for each activity. To calculate variance for each activity, it will be equal b minus a divided by 6 squared by 2. We calculate variance for only critical path or critical activities B, D, E, and F. So again, to calculate activity variance, so equal b minus a divided by 6 squared by 2 for only critical activities or critical path. Critical path here is B, D, E, and F. So first critical activity is B. So B equal 40 to calculate the variance equal 14 minus 4 divided by 6 squared by 2. It will be equal 2.7778. For activity D equal 12 minus 4 divided by 6 squared by 2 will equal 1.7778. For activity E, variance for activity E equal 12 minus 2 divided by 6 squared by 2 equal 2.7778. Last one, variance for F equal 11 minus 5 divided by 6 squared by 2 will equal 1. So the variance for activity B is equal 2.7. The variance for activity D is equal 1.7. Variance for activity E 2.7, and F the variance is equal 1. So the total of project variance equal 8.3333, and standard deviation will equal the root of the total, or the 8.3333 will equal 2.8867. The third requirement is how to determine the probability that project will be completed in the following cases. We have 4 cases. The first case in less than 35 weeks, case B in more than 31 weeks, case C between 31 and 35 weeks, and last one D in less than 31 or more than 35. Before we solve, we should know what is probability and z-table or normal distribution. Normal distribution table or z-table, we have 2 tables for normal distribution, one with negative values and second with positive values. A normal distribution is like this shape, is a symmetric bell-shaped distribution where the area under the normal curve is equal 1 or 100%. So each one equal 0.5. 0.5 on the right and 0.5 on the left. The formula to calculate the probability is equal z equal x minus mu or mean divided by standard deviation or sigma. Z is the number of standard deviation from the mean. So again, the formula for transforming a score or observation x from any normal distribution to standard normal score is z equal x minus mu divided by sigma. Again, The first case and the third requirement is determine the probability that project will be completed in less than 35 weeks. So, to determine the probability that project will complete it in less than 35 weeks, we should have three factors. X equal 35 and the mu. Mu here is equal the finish time. Finish time, if we return to the network, the finish time is equal 32. And we calculated sigma or standard deviation that equal 2.8867. So z equal x minus mu divided by sigma equal 35 minus 32 divided by sigma 2.8867 will equal 1.04. Again, z equal 35 minus 32 divided by 2.8 will equal 0.4. If we go to the table, the probability will equal 0.8508 when z equal 1.04. If we see in the table 1.0 plus 0.04 equal 1.04. So the probability when z equal 1.04 equal 0.8508. What does this means? This means that the probability that the project will complete it in less than 35 weeks equal 0.8508. Requirement B, find the probability of x greater than 31 weeks. So z equal mu minus x minus mu divided by sigma equal 31 minus 32 divided by 2.88 equal negative 0.35. So the probability, we need the probability that if x greater than 0.35. So the area is less than 0.35 is equal 0.3632 from table. If we need to calculate the area greater than 0.35, we subtract from 1. So the area that greater than negative 0.35 is equal 0.6386. Requirement C, find the probability of x between 31 and 35 weeks. So we need here the area between negative 0.35 and 1.04. So the probability for the first case, if z less than 1.04, this area is 0.8508, and negative, the probability of this area that less than negative 0.35 is equal 0.3632. So 0.8508 negative minus 0.3632, this area is equal 0.48876. Requirement D, find the probability of x is less than 31 or just more than 35. This requirement is just complement of our result in C. Our result in C, the area between them is equal 0.4876. So when x equal 31, z equal negative 0.35. And when x equal 35, z equal 1.04. The area between them equal 0.4876. So to find the area less than 31 or less than negative 0.35 and greater than 35 or greater than z when z equal 1.04, so we find both of areas. We just subtract the result from 1 to obtain 0.5124. Requirement 4: if you want an 80% probability of completing the project on time, when should you begin? So if we want an 80% of completing the project on time, we do a reverse lookup for the area that less than 90%. So we go to the table. This area respond to the score equal 1.28, and just substituting and that into the z formula, we obtain a completion time equal 35.7.